Okay, the 5 ways then. This has been developed within ActionCOACH. It's no big secret. It's simple maths. You'll notice the times and the equal signs. They've been tested and measured time and time and time and time again across the globe. But for us, this is the chassis for business. And we liken it to Ferdinand Porsche. When he invented made the first Porsche, he used the chassis of a VW Beetle for the first Porsche. So what does that tell us? Well, in this case, it tells us that this chassis can be used whether your business is a Porsche or whether your business is a VW. It makes no odds. It will work equally as well. You'll notice there are 3 equal signs, and there you have the customers, the revenue, and the profit. That means by virtue they are the result and outcome of other actions. Again, I come across a lot of business owners that believe that the customer and the revenue and the profit are just, they happen in business. They're set, but they don't. These are the output of different actions. So how many of these should we work on at any one time? Well, the answer is we work on all 5 of the areas. So the number of leads, conversion rate, number of transactions, average sales, and profit margin. We work on them all the time together. You don't go into the gym and decide today I'm just going to be working on my right bicep. No, we go in there, we'll work the arms in unison, we'll work the body in unison. And you have the same effect if you do that with the 5 ways. I need to explain then how the 5 ways work. So let's put some numbers to it. And we're going to say hypothetically, you've got 4,000 leads coming into your business. Now, interestingly, when we look at this, how many of you now watching this can actually turn around and say, I know how many leads I've got coming into the business. I know what that figure is. The business owners that I meet, not many of them can actually turn around and tell me how many leads they've got coming into the business. And without that information, without being able to measure what these figures are, you're not going to be able to really utilize this in terms of its real full productivity. And as we go through, you're going to realize that you're going to need to know what those numbers are. So you're going to need to start measuring. We're going to say in this instance that actually our conversion rate is 25%. So 25% of our customers, our leads, the 4,000, we turn into customers. Gives us that magic figure of we've got 1,000 customers because we can convert 4,000, or 25% of our 4,000 leads. The measuring doesn't stop there though. We now need to know what are the number of transactions that these 1,000 customers are making. And we can say that in this case, on average, each customer makes 2 transactions. Over the period of a year, a week, a month, whatever the time scale is, we can then work out what's the average sale. What is the average sale for each customer? And again, in this case, we're saying £100. Well, when we do the figures on this one, this will now give us the revenue. So we can work out quite easily from that 1,000 customers, each customer 2 transactions of £100 times 1,000 equals 200,000. That's fairly simple maths. That's not a drama. With our revenue, we're then into the realms of what our profit margin is, and in this case, we're saying 25% again, giving us an overall profit of £50,000. Fairly straightforward, I think you'll all agree, in terms of the maths itself. But here's where it gets interesting. What if we just increased all of those particular 5 ways by 10%? And for argument's sake, let's say this year we increase them by 10%. So could you add 10% to the number of leads that you have coming into the business? I'm going to guess that the answer will be yes. Could you increase the conversion rate by 10%? So could you make that conversion rate 27.5%? Converting an additional 10% of your customers. And again, if you look at that over a 12-month period, yes, of course you can. Well, that gives you more customers. Here's another one then. Let's increase the number of transactions. So on average, each customer will do 2.2 sales and transactions with us. With an average, and you've guessed it, we increase the average by 10%. So they come and on average, they spend 10% more. Well, look what this does to the revenue. Wow. That's added 92,820 to the revenue alone. Now, here's the one that the business owners really do find difficult. When I turn around to you and say, tomorrow, if you want an immediate injection of profit into your business, go and put your margins up by 10%. But we can't do that. The customers will leave us. You know the reality of it, and certainly our experience from ActionCOACH in terms of global business, very few customers even realize that prices have gone up by 10%. It's a notion and something that you believe yourself, not based on fact. And again, you can go into your business, whether it's services or sales or retail, whatever the case may be, and you can test and sample where it works and where it doesn't. But look at this. Look what it does to the profit on adding 10% on the 5 ways. What does that actually mean? Well, that actually increases your revenue by 46%. But your profit increases by 61%. That's incredible. 5 different ways of actually increasing, overall increasing your profit. At ActionCOACH, we've got 344 different strategies spread throughout the 5 ways to do exactly that. Let's have a bit of fun. What if we said, just for fun, if we added 100% across the board? Watch these figures. Wow. Check this one out. Isn't that interesting? Now, interestingly, over a 5 to 7 year period, that's the same effect as adding 10% across the board on a regular basis. How about that for business growth? How phenomenal would that be to your business? I don't know. I'm hoping that you're sitting there right now thinking to yourself, do you know what? It is. You've got to start thinking about the future. You've got to start thinking where your business is going. Think like an entrepreneur. Set the plan. Work out what it is you're going to do. Test and measure. Don't be doing what you've done the last few days, the last few months, the last few years. Change. Implement it now into your business. Make a big difference. And you know what? Hold on to your dreams. They're real. Remember why you went into business in the first place. And make it a reality. Stop working in and get working on your business. Now, it wouldn't be a presentation without actually a couple of good quotes. James Rowan is one that always gives us some crackers. Never wish your life were easier, wish that you were better. But this one really resonates with me. Work harder on yourself than you do in the business. And you've made a first step today, so well done. Brad is our CEO at ActionCOACH. So here's some wise words from Brad. Now it's time to get into action, folks. It's time to go and put what we've talked about into your business within the next 48 hours. If you're interested and you want more information, I'm more than happy to come across to your business and do a one-to-one coaching session. You got my contact details there? My name's Steve Gaskell, and I'm a business coach in the Southwest, primarily Devon and Cornwall at the moment, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. Thank you and goodbye.